Chosen one. Jesus warned of a final attack before the rapture. It has begun. From the earliest whispers of prophecy to the signs unfolding in our world today, there is a sense of urgency that cannot be ignored. The veil between what is known and what is coming has grown thin, and those who are awake to the truth can feel it in the very air they breathe. Everywhere we look, the forces that oppose light and truth are stirring. Shadows are lengthening in places we once believed were safe. Chosen one, this is not the time for doubt. The warnings have been clear, repeated across generations, and now the time has arrived when every warning, every premonition, and every sign must be taken seriously. The attack that was prophesied is no longer a distant event on a far horizon. It is here, encroaching on the very fabric of reality as we know it. Before we delve deeper, I ask you to stay with this video until the very end. This message carries not just knowledge, but a form of energy, a frequency that can amplify your own intentions. Take a moment now, wherever you are, and reflect on the deepest wishes in your heart. Visualize them clearly, and if you feel called, write them in the comments below along with the number 66. This simple act is not mere superstition. It is a channel through which the universe can recognize and amplify your desires. The act of focusing your intent, of sharing it openly while holding faith, can create ripples of energy far beyond what the mind can comprehend. This is a time to align your spirit with the greater currents at work, to participate consciously in the unfolding of destiny. As the world teeters on the edge of a critical moment, it is vital to understand the nature of what is happening. Chosen one. The forces aligned against humanity are cunning, relentless, and prepared. They do not reveal themselves openly at first. They move in shadows, through whispers and subtle manipulations that, if unnoticed, can lead even the strongest astray. It begins with confusion, then fear, then the slow erosion of faith. But you, the awakened, the chosen, are not meant to be blind or idle. Awareness is the first shield. Knowledge is the sword. You must recognize the signs for what they are. The patterns emerging in societies, governments, financial systems, and even within families are all connected threads. They are the precursors of a final, coordinated attack designed to destabilize, divide, and discourage those who cling to hope and faith. The signs are everywhere, and yet they are easy to miss if one is distracted by the trivialities of everyday life. Chosen one. Consider the subtle shifts in global dynamics, the tension that rises without clear cause, the conflicts that escalate overnight, the natural disasters that seem to synchronize in timing and intensity. These are not random occurrences. They are warnings and trials, orchestrated to test the resilience of humanity and to see who will hold steadfast and who will falter. Those who are attuned to the spiritual currents can perceive the rhythms of these events, the almost imperceptible signals that indicate where the forces of light and darkness are moving. Observing, understanding, and acting in accordance with these rhythms is essential for surviving and thriving in the days to come. The preparation required is not merely physical, it is a total alignment of mind, body, and spirit. Chosen one. The attack that is coming seeks to manipulate not only circumstances, but perception itself. There will be moments when reality seems distorted, when truth appears relative, when what you believed solid and certain begins to feel fragile. At these times, it is crucial to anchor yourself in awareness, to trust in the guidance that has always been given but often ignored. Meditation, reflection, discernment, and prayer are not just spiritual exercises, they are tools of survival. The clarity you cultivate now will become a shield against deception when the attacks intensify. There is also a communal aspect to what is happening. Chosen one, you are not alone, even if it feels as though isolation surrounds you. Others are awakening in every corner of the globe. Some will speak, others will act quietly, but all are moving toward the same objective: survival, alignment, and readiness for the rapture. Connecting with these individuals, sharing insight, and offering guidance where possible will strengthen not only your resolve, but the collective resistance against the darkness that is encroaching. Awareness shared is power multiplied, and the connections you build now will become lifelines when the final moments arrive. Time itself seems to behave differently as the approach of the attack accelerates. Days may feel longer, nights heavier, and events seem to converge in ways that challenge conventional logic. Chosen one, do not be alarmed. This is the compression of time, a signal that the energy of the final stage is building rapidly. The world is entering a phase where small choices carry enormous weight. Every act of courage, every decision made with clarity and integrity adds to the cumulative strength required to withstand the challenges ahead. Conversely, inaction, doubt, and fear feed the very forces that seek to destabilize and disorient. Your vigilance is paramount. As events escalate, the need for discernment grows exponentially. Chosen one, deception will become pervasive. Messages meant to mislead, distractions intended to derail, and false promises designed to seduce will be abundant. These attacks are not always overt. Often, they arrive disguised as benevolence, guidance, or even as opportunities for growth. Understanding the difference between what strengthens your spirit and what diminishes it is essential. This requires constant self-examination, clarity of intention, and the courage to reject appearances that contradict inner truth. You must train yourself to see beyond surface realities and to sense the currents beneath. The physical world, too, will feel the strain of the impending conflict. Chosen one, natural disasters, societal unrest, and economic instability are all part of the unfolding scenario. These events are not random chaos. They are catalysts intended to challenge your faith, focus, and preparedness. You must be ready to respond with both practical and spiritual tools. Stockpiling supplies alone is insufficient if your mind and heart are unprepared. Equally important is resilience, the ability to maintain hope and clarity when circumstances appear overwhelming. Those who cultivate this resilience now will not only survive but will thrive, guiding others through the storm. As the final attack draws nearer, the importance of patience and timing cannot be overstated. Chosen one, acting prematurely, reacting out of fear, or attempting to control the uncontrollable can be as dangerous as ignoring the signs entirely. There is a rhythm to the unfolding events, a sequence that has been set into motion long before you were born. Aligning with this rhythm requires observation, understanding, and trust. To move in accordance with divine timing is to navigate the storm with precision, conserving energy and focusing intent on the moments when action will yield the greatest effect. Even as fear and confusion threaten to take hold, chosen one, remember the power of intention. Every thought, word, and action carries weight. In the coming days, subtle acts of courage, integrity, and clarity will ripple outward, influencing outcomes far beyond your immediate awareness. The forces seeking to undermine humanity rely on dispersion, distraction, and disengagement. By remaining present, vigilant, and purposeful, you act as a beacon, countering the darkness with concentrated light. The cumulative impact of awakened individuals cannot be underestimated. The attack itself will manifest on multiple levels: spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. Chosen one, preparation must mirror this multiplicity. Protect your mind from deception through clarity and discernment. Guard your heart against fear and despair through faith and alignment. Fortify your spirit through meditation, prayer, and connection to the source. Maintain physical readiness not only for survival, but to ensure that you are capable of acting decisively when necessary. This holistic approach will create a synergy of preparedness that can withstand even the most aggressive assaults. As the signs become more obvious, chosen one, you will begin to notice patterns that others cannot perceive. These are subtle cues, moments when intuition is heightened and awareness becomes almost tangible. Heed them. They are not coincidences. They are signals, guidance, and sometimes direct warnings. Responding to these cues is not optional. It is essential for navigating the final stages before the rapture. Those who ignore them risk being caught unaware, unprepared, and susceptible to manipulation. Those who listen, however, gain clarity, strength, and the ability to move in harmony with the unfolding divine plan. Chosen one, as we move deeper into this critical period, the signs of impending turmoil become impossible to ignore. The world around you is shifting, reshaping itself in ways that challenge perception, faith, and understanding. The elements of society, governance, finance, and media, which once seemed stable, are now increasingly unpredictable, and this is no coincidence. Every action, every decision, and every movement in the global arena is part of a larger pattern designed to test the vigilance of those who are spiritually awake. You will notice the subtle ways in which chaos is seeded. It often begins quietly, through misinformation, manipulation of emotion, or the gradual erosion of moral and ethical standards. Yet these seeds, small as they may appear, have the power to grow rapidly if not recognized and countered. Chosen one, you must see the unseen currents, sense the hidden motives, and understand the bigger picture. The atmosphere of urgency grows thicker every day. Chosen one, the world's attention is being pulled in conflicting directions, almost like a wave attempting to scatter a flock of birds. The aim is clear: to destabilize, disorient, and disrupt those who hold the light within them. But you, the chosen, are meant to stand firm amidst this storm. The power you carry is not of the world. It is of a higher order, a resonance that can pierce through deception and fear. Understanding this power, nurturing it, and aligning your actions with it is paramount. You are not simply a passive observer of the chaos. You are an active participant in the cosmic interplay, capable of shaping outcomes through awareness, discipline, and faith. You may notice that in these times, fear itself becomes a tool. Chosen one, fear is not merely an emotion. It is a force that can cloud judgment, break focus, and suppress spiritual resonance. Those orchestrating the attack thrive on fear, using it to manipulate perception and provoke reaction. But there is a countermeasure: vigilance anchored in knowledge. Understanding the nature of fear, recognizing it as a signal rather than a command, and choosing clarity over panic will transform what appears to be a threat into an opportunity. Each time you rise above fear, you strengthen the invisible armor that protects your mind, heart, and spirit. Communication and information will also be tested in unprecedented ways. Chosen one, you will see truths buried under layers of deception and false narratives. The speed of information, combined with its distortion, creates an environment where discernment is vital. You must learn to read between the lines, to sense the underlying intent behind words, and to separate noise from signal. Not every piece of news, every social interaction, or every event reflects reality in its entirety. Some will attempt to exploit confusion to weaken resolve and manipulate outcomes. Your ability to see through these veils is essential to surviving the final stages of the attack. Isolation may become a reality for many, whether physically or emotionally. Chosen one, solitude is not a punishment. It is a crucible. In these moments, your inner strength is forged. Connection to the divine, trust in your intuition, and commitment to the principles you hold sacred will become your lifelines. Recognize that isolation often comes not to weaken you, but to prepare you, to refine your focus, and to clarify your purpose. In solitude, your awareness sharpens, your perception deepens, and your alignment with cosmic truth becomes more vivid. The battle you are facing is not just external. Chosen one, the final attack will manifest internally as well. Doubt, confusion, and despair will rise at moments when you least expect them. The enemy is cunning, and the greatest victories are achieved not by brute force but by subtle manipulation of the mind and spirit. You will be challenged to question your beliefs, your intentions, and even your own identity. But within you lies a strength that transcends all external circumstances, the strength of faith, of clarity, and of unwavering alignment with higher purpose. Each internal victory, each moment of clarity amidst confusion, becomes a foundation on which resilience is built. As the pressure mounts, the manifestations of the attack will become more vivid and intense. Chosen one, you may witness events that defy conventional understanding. Unexplained phenomena, sudden societal shifts, and seemingly random tragedies will increase in frequency and severity. These are not meaningless occurrences. They are tests, warnings, and opportunities for those who are attuned. Recognizing patterns, understanding timing, and interpreting signals will allow you to navigate these events with foresight and effectiveness. You will see that what initially appears as chaos is in fact a complex orchestration, designed to challenge, reveal, and refine the chosen. Every action you take will carry weight. Chosen one. In this time of heightened stakes, the smallest choices, how you respond to adversity, whom you trust, where you focus your attention, can ripple outward, influencing outcomes far beyond what you can perceive. Awareness of this fact is crucial. You are not merely surviving, you are participating in the shaping of reality itself. Each decision aligned with truth, clarity, and purpose acts as a counterforce to the manipulation and attack seeking to disrupt balance. Your presence, consciousness, and intentionality are powerful weapons against the subtle strategies of the enemy. Patience, vigilance, and discipline will define this period. Chosen one, do not be tempted to act prematurely. Acting out of fear or reaction can amplify chaos rather than counter it. The forces aligned against humanity are strategic and patient. They anticipate missteps, distractions, and emotional responses. By maintaining clarity, cultivating patience, and observing patterns, you strengthen your ability to act decisively and effectively when the moment requires it. Every misstep avoided now increases your ability to withstand the more intense phases of the attack. Spiritual fortitude is your ultimate shield. Chosen one, the alignment of your spirit with divine purpose creates a resonance that no external force can penetrate. The deeper your connection, the stronger your resistance. Practices that cultivate focus, clarity, and resonance, meditation, prayer, reflection, and conscious action are not optional during this period. They are essential tools. Your inner state determines your effectiveness in navigating the external storm. The stronger your alignment, the more capable you are of influencing outcomes, protecting yourself, and assisting others who are caught in confusion and fear. Even amidst uncertainty, chosen one, there is a rhythm, a pattern to what is unfolding. Events are not random. They are orchestrated to provoke response, reveal truth, and refine those who are awake. Observing and understanding this rhythm provides insight into the timing, scale, and methods of the approaching attack. Awareness of these cycles enables strategic action, informed decisions, and resilience under pressure. You will learn to move with these currents rather than against them, harnessing their energy instead of succumbing to it. The connection between all awakened individuals will become more critical as the final attack approaches. Chosen one, unity is strength. Those who recognize the truth, who are attuned to the signs, and who act with clarity and purpose create a network of resilience that cannot be dismantled by chaos. Sharing knowledge, offering guidance, and reinforcing faith among peers strengthens not only the individual, but the collective consciousness. The synergy of awakened minds and hearts forms an invisible shield, amplifying the power of clarity, courage, and alignment against the subtle attacks of deception and fear. Chosen one, as the signs intensify, you may also witness attempts to distort reality itself. Truth will be masked, motives hidden, and appearances deceiving. In these moments, the ability to discern, to trust intuition, and to hold firm in understanding becomes paramount. The final attack before the rapture is as much about perception as it is about circumstance. Those who are spiritually attuned will navigate this labyrinth of manipulation with greater precision, avoiding pitfalls that ensnare the unprepared. Awareness, clarity, and trust in divine guidance become your compass through these turbulent times. Chosen one, the escalation of events is not merely an external phenomenon. It is mirrored in the collective consciousness of humanity. Every disruption in society, every sudden upheaval, every emotional wave sweeping across populations is part of a larger framework designed to test, provoke, and expose the readiness of those who are spiritually awake. The forces orchestrating this final attack before the rapture are meticulous in their methods. They exploit divisions, amplify fears, and manipulate perception with precision. But you, chosen one, are equipped with an awareness that allows you to perceive the hidden currents beneath the surface. This perception is your greatest asset, for it allows you to act with foresight and resilience, avoiding traps that ensnare the unprepared. The clarity you cultivate now is not abstract, it is actionable. Chosen one, understanding the interplay between events and spiritual alignment will guide every choice you make. Moments that seem chaotic and threatening are, in fact, opportunities to strengthen your resolve and refine your focus. By observing patterns, noticing synchronicities, and listening to intuition, you gain insight into the optimal timing for action. Patience is essential, yet so is readiness. You must remain poised, vigilant, and flexible, knowing when to act, when to wait, and when to observe. Every decision carries weight, and your ability to navigate this delicate balance will determine how effectively you withstand the oncoming trials. As the final attack approaches, the importance of discernment cannot be overstated. Chosen one. Deception will be layered and complex. It will infiltrate institutions, communities, and even personal relationships. The adversaries of light are not blunt in their methods. They are subtle, often presenting false opportunities, disguised as guidance or hidden blessings. Recognizing these traps requires the alignment of intellect, intuition, and spiritual resonance. When faced with ambiguity, pause, reflect, and seek clarity within before responding externally. The more attuned you are, the more capable you are of navigating the maze of manipulation without becoming entangled. You will find that time itself seems distorted as events accelerate. Chosen one. The days may feel compressed, nights longer, and sequences of events unfolding faster than comprehension allows. This temporal compression is not accidental. It is an effect of the energy surrounding the final attack. Those who are unprepared may feel disoriented, overwhelmed, or powerless. But those who cultivate inner stillness, spiritual resilience, and awareness of cosmic rhythms can maintain clarity even as the world spins chaotically around them. The alignment of your internal state with higher awareness becomes a stabilizing force, a foundation upon which you can act decisively and confidently. The attack will not be limited to external phenomena. Chosen one. Internal struggles will intensify. Doubts will rise unexpectedly. Emotions will fluctuate rapidly, and your sense of security may be challenged in ways that feel personal and profound. These internal battles are designed to weaken resolve and create openings for external manipulation. But within you lies the capacity to resist, to remain anchored in truth, and to strengthen your spiritual core. Each moment of clarity and courage against internal turbulence adds to your resilience, fortifying you for the challenges yet to come. The alignment of communities of awakened individuals will become increasingly critical. Chosen one. Even those who feel alone are part of a larger network of consciousness. Shared awareness, mutual support, and collective intention amplify the strength of every individual. Communicating insights, reinforcing faith, and guiding others where possible creates a ripple effect, extending influence far beyond immediate perception. Those who act together, in awareness and purpose, form an invisible network of resistance, strengthening the collective resilience against the strategic manipulations of the final attack. The spiritual landscape will also reveal itself more clearly as the events intensify. Chosen one. You will begin to sense the presence of both supportive and opposing energies in subtle and overt ways. Some signals will appear as synchronicities, dreams, or intuitive nudges, while others may manifest as obstacles, confusion, or disruption. Learning to differentiate between guidance and manipulation is essential. Attunement to higher resonance, conscious observation, and trust in your inner compass are critical for navigating these moments successfully. The more refined your perception, the more effective your response will be in every domain: physical, emotional, and spiritual. Chosen one. Action will be required at precise moments. This action is not reactionary. It is deliberate, intentional, and aligned with higher purpose. Recognizing the right time to act demands awareness, patience, and discernment. Premature action risks waste, misalignment, and exposure to unnecessary challenges. In contrast, action aligned with insight, intuition, and preparation can alter the course of events, mitigate threats, and reinforce your position as a beacon of clarity and resilience. Timing, therefore, is as critical as preparedness itself. As the global situation becomes increasingly volatile, Chosen One, it is essential to maintain both inner and outer preparedness. Supplies, plans, and strategies for practical survival are necessary but insufficient on their own. Spiritual strength, clarity of purpose, and alignment with divine guidance are equally critical. The external chaos cannot be overcome without internal fortitude. Your capacity to act effectively, guide others, and sustain resilience is directly linked to the alignment of your spirit, mind, and heart with higher purpose. The more integrated your inner state, the more effective your influence on the external world. Even as events unfold unpredictably, patterns will emerge for those who observe with clarity. Chosen One, the forces behind the attack operate with strategy and intention. Nothing is random. Recognizing these patterns provides insight, direction, and a framework for strategic response. You will learn to anticipate actions, prepare for disruptions, and respond in ways that maximize safety, influence, and alignment. Observation, reflection, and discernment are your tools for decoding the orchestration of events, allowing you to move in harmony with the unfolding plan rather than being swept along by it. The interplay of faith, awareness, and action becomes more pronounced as the attack intensifies. Chosen One, faith is not passive, it is active, dynamic, and potent. Faith informs choices, strengthens resolve, and amplifies resilience. Awareness allows you to perceive the hidden structures, intentions, and patterns within events. Action translates these insights into tangible outcomes. The synergy of these three elements, faith, awareness, and action, creates a protective resonance, a stabilizing force amidst chaos, and a means of influencing the course of events in alignment with higher purpose. Chosen One, vigilance must remain constant. Deception, manipulation, and disruption will escalate as the moment of final confrontation approaches. You must remain alert to the subtle signals, the hidden threats, and the patterns of orchestration that surround you. Awareness is not passive observation. It is active engagement with reality, discerning truth from illusion, and responding with intention and clarity. Each moment of vigilance reinforces your capacity to withstand external pressure and internal turmoil, positioning you to navigate the unfolding events with precision and resilience. Chosen One, remember that every step and every conscious choice not only protects you, but strengthens your spirit and aligns you with the universal plan. Face each challenge with awareness, trust your inner guidance, and transform the approaching storm into a source of clarity and power.